Who is Wallace Intrubé?
He has made his mark as an international criminal, taking the world by storm.
Mao, Stalin, Hitler. I think it's safe to say we can have Wallace still on the list.
But despite his fame, Wallace Intrubé remains a shadowy figure.
Wallace is one of the most dangerous individuals in history.
But where did he come from? Why is he so powerful? What are his motives? We investigate. We've sent out teams of experts to compile information about Wallace Intrubé. Tonight, we will look at his family, the Intrubé Dynasty. In future episodes, we will look at the life of Wallace himself.
He was a very naughty boy.
So that we can compile the most complete account of his life in history. The road will be long, the discoveries will be huge, the dangers will be great, the women will be many. Our journey will take us to the very depths of the world. Wallace Intrubé's life is about to be uncovered.
Do you know who Wallace Intrubé is?
Badgers! Personally, I prefer spaghetti.
Can't say that on national telly!
Wallace Intrubé's roots are written into the pages of history. His heritage is an ancient Italian line, stretching back centuries into the murky Middle Ages. Groundbreaking genealogical research managed to link his surname to an old Italian family known as the Intrubé Dynasty. But why are we researching his family?
It is important we know about Wallace Intrubé's past. The more we know about his past, the more we know about how he got to where he is today. This will prove vital information in the fight against this criminal. But as we all know, Wallace Intrubé is the most dangerous criminal alive. So this is why it is essential we find out about his past.
It's all in the name, you see. We found that the surname of someone can tell us who their mother and father is because they pass it on. It's an incredible discovery. I don't think anybody else has sussed it out yet.
What historians discovered is that the Intrubé dynasty began with the demise of an even older line, the Romero line. They were, and I'll just come out with it, they were Catholics. The Romero line advised the Vatican for centuries with incredible success. Soon they were believed to have instilled in them something called divine inspiration.
What this means is, they're inspired.
The Romero line gained great wealth and success from their alliance with the Church. But eventually the male line broke. They were left with a daughter, and the Vatican, though intent on removing the fallen family without trouble, was pressured by the simple Italian populace, and sought a compromise. They bribed the daughter Adriana with vast estates across Italy and Sicily, and a large fortune from the Vatican vaults on the condition she and her line left the church for good. Adriana married a stable boy, Sergio Intrubé, and the line was born. The Intrubé dynasty was a very rich family, but they were also powerful. Despite the church's doctrine, many still believed they had power in ecclesiastical matters. So at this time, we see a very affluent and influential family with a new son, Pedro, who had ambitions to regain control of the church. In fact, the family wasn't any worse off as a result of these events. Over the next few decades, the Intrubé influence rose to its greatest extent under Pedro, who helped sign the Concordat with Napoleon in 1801. And his three children, Julius, Adriana, and Marcus.
Let's take a look at Adriana. She was a fascinating figure. We know she was very articulate, and she was fluent in 4 major languages. We also know she was a master of dissimulation, which would probably explain why she was so proficient at poker. However, she was also known to have attracted the attention of any man whose eyes fell upon her.
She was amazing.
While Julius and Marcus kept up the successes in Italian government, Adriana secured the estates of numerous notable politicians who all mysteriously died while on a journey through the woods towards the Intrubé mansion in Lazio.
They lost their lives in these woods. We are not sure exactly how they died, but what we are sure of is that Adriana murdered them.
Oh, she killed them.
Yes, she definitely either murdered or killed them.
Aren't they the same thing?
Interesting.
Adriana's role in government was profound. To extend influence over politicians, she would either seduce them or kill them. Within 5 years, she had ensured her own posthumous canonization and gained key estates along the Adriatic coast.
And we know it was her that held them, because fish numbers decreased dramatically over those years. This angered the local population, and they began making snide comments about her looks. The word fishmonger wasn't just invented anyway, you know.
But her brothers were to almost overshadow her fame and power. Julius II, the eldest, married the famous Silvia Salerno, ruthless washerwoman and virtuoso pianist. Julius was seen by his contemporaries as a world-class politician, a champion of the cause of the church and of morality, and the best sex I ever had. And I agree with all of them. In fact, he was so good at what he did that several historians have suggested he could have been an alien.
It's a definite possibility.
Marcus, meanwhile, did not marry, but devoted his life to the church, making new advances in philosophy and theology.
He practically rewrote the Bible, and that's no exaggeration.
Do you have any evidence for that?
No, of course not. You don't need evidence to assert a historical fact. No, it's just true.
Marcus's memoirs became the best-selling publication of all time. They became so important, so historical in achievement. There is a copy of the memoirs in all the libraries of my house. All 2 of them. Marcus's memoirs were to become the Intrubé's defence case whenever the powers were about to be compromised. Marcus had secured their position as the most influential family in Italy.
The alliance of Adriana, Julius and Marcus helped the Intrubé Dynasty forge ahead with their cause, and it helped them come through difficult situations, including the Inkpot row, the nearest miss, and the even nearer miss. Their rise to power is among the most successful and revered in history. And so passed the Golden Age.